Hello, everyone. So, technology brought us really far when it comes to investments, right? With this little friend here, I can order stocks, I can order bonds, I can order funds, crypto, NFT, all kind of stuff, and I can do all that while sitting on the couch at 11 p.m. and execute an order.
Ralf, I know it's convenient to do so, sitting on a couch and making financial decisions, but maybe that's not the right place to do so, because your portfolio sucks. And I have actually aggregated all of your assets, all of your portfolios into my intelligent wealth aggregation platform, CIOS, powered by Fincite. And I have seen various possibilities for optimization. Let's give you a demo and show how this could look like. So let's imagine the following. I'm your financial advisor. As your financial advisor, I have aggregated all of your portfolios into the CIOS app. What you can see here is you have some stocks here at eBay, Trade Republic, Deutsche Bank, and Binance. Even crypto is in. But let's look at Trade Republic. Minus 100K. You still have 200K there, but minus 100K, that hurts a lot. Let's deep dive into the scenario there. So why is it that bad? So let's start first with a performance perspective. What we see here is your performance was not that bad at the beginning. But after a certain time, beginning of last year, it became weak. And particularly, the Russian-Ukraine crisis at the moment was hitting your value tremendously. What you see here as well is our orange benchmark portfolio that we would have recommended you as a bank. The performance would have been much, much better by direct comparison. But what's the reason behind it? Let's go a bit more into the details, into the breakdowns. What we see here is you have a pretty high focus on equity, more than 80%. From a sector perspective, it looks pretty well distributed, so a bit of financial service, healthcare, industrials, energy, etc. But if we look at the regions, roughly 33% in Asia Pacific, 35% in Europe, no Africa, no South America. So from a gut feeling perspective, I think there's a certain kind of risk associated here. Talking about risk, let's look at some KPIs, because KPIs are more fundamental here. Let's look at the value at risk. Your value at risk with your portfolio at Trade Republic is at the moment at 34%. Do you remember the performance of the benchmark? It has a value at risk of 24%. So maybe something to reconsider. Another point is your expected shortfall is at 68%, which is pretty high. I expect this is something new for you. So having talked a lot about the past, let's look into the future. Where could your portfolio be in the next 10 years? And we do have a Monte Carlo analysis within CIOS in. I expect this is also new information for you. So we are not only looking into the past, but also into the future. With just one click, I got a full transparency on where your portfolio could look like. Having talked about future, let's also talk about your son. I know you have a sustainable life, but your portfolio is not showing that. For what reason? Let's look at the sustainability score of your portfolio, which is pretty bad, by the way. And you even have done 3 investments. One of them has a 65% fossil fuel involvement. Is that something you would like to keep?
Probably not, right? Well, here's the thing. I think there has been no better time or no moment where financial advice is as much needed as today. We've seen brokerage in the experience, in its convenience, becoming compellingly easy. But when it comes to financial advice, to structuring these portfolios, to give them a value-added service, really, the advice experience is not there. And this all while our lives get increasingly complex. We have emerging asset classes or access to asset classes. Meanwhile, as a retail investor, from 50K onwards, 10K onwards, you can invest into venture capital, private equity, NFTs, crypto, and a lot of other stuff, which is actually shaping, have a totally different kind of characteristics than your old investments. And all of this during also a time where we have geopolitical tensions that we never have before. So the need for financial advice has never been bigger. And yet, advice experience did not keep up with the brokerage experience.
And this is actually where we come into place with CIOS. As mentioned at the beginning, CIOS is an intelligent wealth aggregation platform which is helping financial advisors to provide a better service for their end consumers. A better service with a lot of financial intelligence included. Today, 7,000 financial advisors are already using CIOS in 5 different countries, and we have been able to aggregate up to 600,000 portfolios in that way. And we're even at the moment working on further customers. The average financial advisor is saving up to 40% of their time by using CIOS, because the preparation of a meeting is taking much less time, and the reporting is done in a second, in a 100% compliant way. There are mainly 3 reasons why financial advisors are using our platform. Number 1 is a great user experience. Number 2 is financial intelligence, which Ralf doesn't have on the couch. And last but not least, 100% compliance processes. Having worked for banks over the last 8 years, and actually that's the first conference I'm wearing a hoodie, I know how complex it could be to implement a solution like that in a bank. And I also know your concerns. How could we integrate it in our bank? But I can tell you the following. Fincite has done exactly that over the last 7 years. We have digitized the wealth management process of many, many banks, Tier 1, Tier 2 smaller banks, Deutsche Bank, ABN AMRO, some US-based companies. And we will be able to do exactly the same for your bank as well.
So basically, as a main takeaway, our ambition as a company is to bring the advice experience up because it's actually very much needed. And if you're in the audience and think like this might be interesting for you, we work with the small companies. The software is available from some €100 per user, per advisor. And we work with large companies. So if you're interested in shaping how the investment experience, the advice experience, the portfolio management experience of the future should look like, we are happy to co-create this with you. And we are here for the day and tomorrow, so looking forward to meet you. Have a great conference.
Thank you.